Right, I've not made a fragrance review for a while. I thought it's about time that I did. So I had a look online, and M&M Direct, which is a well-known brand for cheap trainers and jeans, and occasionally they have a few fragrances, have got Abercrombie and Fitch Authentic Night. Now I know this might look a big bottle, but it's only a 15 ml bottle, little bottle, 15 ml bottle, and I think they're 8.99. Now I find a small bottle quite handy if I'm going on trips and things like that, or I'm flying. Having a tiny little bottle, I find it quite handy, sort of thing. Before I bought it, I had a look on YouTube to see whether there's any reviews, and there's one bizarre sort of Australian bloke who's sort of going, "Good day, Bruce," and he's reviewed it, and it's quite expensive. So I think in Australia, it was something like $70, something like that. It was, so it's quite an expensive fragrance. I've never had any Abercrombie and Fitch, so I thought, all right, I'll give it a go. I have already opened it and have a squirt, but what I shall do, I shall pretend that I'm opening it for the first time, and I'll go through all that procedure again. So there we go, nice little glass bottle, a nice little squirter. Right. Right. And I'll tell you what I think. The fragrance, it's sort of like lemony tonka. That's what it is. Tonka bean lemon. It's quite all these fragrances, when they're what's the word? When they're a lemon fragrance, they haven't got a lot of power. It's quite a subtle fragrance. But what I have noticed with it is there seems to be that Versace DNA in it. Now, if somebody had sprayed that on me and I didn't know what it was, I would have presumed that it's a Versace fragrance, because it's got that kind of Versace smell that all them Versace fragrances seem to have. Like I said, the power is low. From 1 to 10, it's 5. It sits close to your body, right? I would say it's ideal for somebody who's sophisticated and doesn't want loads of attention. Yeah, I think if you were using it on a date, you'd have to pile it on. You'd have to spray it on your chest, spray it on your balls. I think you'd have to whack quite a lot on if you were using it on a date, because does sit quite close to the skin, sort of thing. But it's nice. Do you know what I mean? It smells sophisticated. When I first opened it and I saw it was this sort of bottle, I thought to myself, "Oh, is it going to be like one of them fragrances you get in Superdrug, or even I've tried some in bit like B&M Bargains, or Heron Foods have got some. These sort of like little fragrances like this, which are like $2.99, but it has got that sophisticated smell. Sometimes with them cheap fragrances, you sort of spray them on, they smell naff, and then half an hour later you smell them and you think, oh, that's not too bad. That's all right. But it is a nice smell. But like I said, low power. Maybe for somebody who doesn't want to get too much attention, I think it's more of a daytime office smell than going out nightclubbing. Now, if I had to, what I always do with these videos, if you look at my other fragrance reviews videos, I always say who would wear this fragrance, right? And bizarrely, I think it could be worn by a woman. As soon as I smelt it, I thought, oh, you know what I mean? It could be like a bit of a unisex fragrance. So the person that I think would wear this is Victorian Corin Mitchell. Now, sometimes she presents Have I Got News for You? And she is a professional poker player. Now, I reckon if you were sitting down, if you were her, and you were sitting down with a load of blokes playing poker, you wouldn't want to put anything on that's like really feminine or really strong. And I think squirting a bit of this between her ample bosoms would be okay. So that's all I'm doing for now. As I say, Abercrombie and Fitch, authentic night. Oh, I'll tell you what. One thing that I do know about Abercrombie and Fitch is back in the day, they I think it was like on MTV. You know when they had the sort of like 5 or 6 people living together in a student house. That them kinds of programs. There was one of them programs in America, and this guy was wearing Abercrombie and Fitch clothing, and they actually paid him off not to wear their clothing because he wasn't a very good brand ambassador. So they do care who wears their clothes or smells their scents. So it is quite a sort of decent company. Right, that's all I'm doing for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe. I may be doing some more perfume reviews. I might start doing some women's perfume reviews. That's all I'm doing for now. Cheers. Bye.